Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you my entire motovlog setup, so stick around. Alright, so I've had a lot of you guys ask recently, D-Cycle, what setup do you use? What audio recorder do you have? What camera settings do you use? Well, I'm going to go ahead and answer all that in today's video. I'm going to go everything from my helmet, down to my audio recorder, and down to my camera settings. So let's get started. So the foundation of every motovlogging setup is your helmet. Now what I have is the Shoei RF-SR. I've had this helmet a little over a year, very comfortable. Also, it's got great little pockets on the inside for your comm system. If you use a Sena or another Bluetooth communicator, it's got little pockets for your speakers in there, so that's very convenient. It does pretty well as far as noise cancellation. That's why I bought it, and my audio doesn't turn out too bad using this. It's not perfect, but it does a very good job. Very, very happy with this helmet. All right, moving on to the camera. I use the GoPro Hero 5 Session. GoPro makes some good action cameras. I haven't had any problems with this camera. I've taken it under the water in the Caribbean. I use it for all of my motovlog videos when I'm on my motorcycle, and it's been rock solid for me. It takes great video. It shoots in 4K and also 1080p. Whether you want to use 4K or not, that's totally up to you. But yeah, great camera. I'm glad I have this one. It does a really good job. I want to get a second one because I really want to do the two camera shoot during some of my videos. Figured it'd make especially those commuter rides a little more dynamic, but for now, that's what I've got. And for the audio, which I am actually recording right now, I am using the Zoom H1 handy audio recorder. This audio recorder actually isn't even, they don't sell it anymore. I think they don't produce them anymore, I should say. You can find them on eBay. I mean, for like way under $100, this thing has been flawless for me. It does a great job recording audio. And of course, when you motovlog, you've got the mounts. And of course, I'm no exception. I had to buy a separate mounting system for my helmet for the GoPro. And it's just a couple of piece system I got off of Amazon for a few bucks. Actually turns out pretty well. And we'll go over how I mount it to the helmet right now. Okay, so here's my helmet. And what I did was I mounted the GoPro helmet mount right here, and I used the curvy piece. Usually when you buy these, they have a curved and a straight piece. It's really gonna depend on your helmet, but I went with the curved one. So pretty much with this multi-part piece that I got on Amazon, I just put some screws in here and it will mount. Just like that. Now I do prefer the first person point of view as far as where the GoPro is mounted. I've seen people mount them on the side. I've seen people mount them on the top of the helmet. I went for the first person point of view. Works out great for me. And another good thing that I have it, see, as you can see here, I've got it mounted off to the side, right? It's not perfectly centered, but I don't have it that way because I've got my mouth vents right here. And I don't want the camera to block that mouth vent. That way on these hot days like we have like today, I'm getting plenty of airflow through my mouth vent. And pretty much what I do is I take my camera and unscrew the little screw that connects your camera to your mount. Place it right in here like that. And tighten it up. So that's how we're looking. Like I said, not perfectly centered, but it still gives you that good first person point of view. So as far as the settings I use on my session, as far as recording my videos, I use 4K. Lately I've been going with 4K at 30 frames per second. And I'll also use the wide setting on here too. That way you have a good field of view from left to right. I can see plenty of the road and the sky ahead of me. I can see plenty of my bike, and it gives you just a good field of view for everything. Or there's also super view. Some people do that too, but I usually don't go that wide. If I want to zoom in, I'm able to get more detail from that 4K to 1080p setting. So that's the settings I go with for my GoPro. All right, so you know the helmet, you know the camera. Now I'm going to tell you about the most important part, and that is your audio. All right, so I cannot stress, guys, how very much important it is to have good audio in your motovlogs. You want to make sure you don't have wind noise, any crackling, any popping when you talk. Just make sure you take the time, do your research, and spend your money on an audio setup that you know is going to work for you and is going to work well. I don't know how many videos I filmed in the past where I didn't have my audio dialed in, because I know that videos and audio are around 70% audio. If your audio is bad, odds are people aren't going to watch your videos. So I did a lot of research and I found the Zoom H1 handy recorder was a really good option as far as price and as far as the sound quality. I've had great luck with this audio recorder. Doing my audio and my video separate is good because not only can you use this audio recorder for your motovlogs, you can use it, say you're going to interview somebody, or you want to record some ambient noise out on the streets, or a bird chirping in the tree or something like that. You have the separate audio recorder. That's what it's made for. It's for recording sound alone. So before I get started on showing you the Zoom audio settings, I'm going to go ahead and show you what microphone I use. This is the giant Squid Omnidirectional mono microphone. I watched some other moto vloggers and they said they swear by this microphone. It does really well, and I've got to agree, this thing's done really well for me. All right, so I'll show you what settings I use with the Zoom. I always go 4824 on the frequency, and then on my input levels, I usually set it at about 13. This is what works best with my microphone. Depending on what microphone you're using, you may need to use different settings. Now, this is your line in where you want to plug in your microphone, and the other side is your line out where you want to plug in your headphones if you want to re-listen to your audio. Flipping the Zoom over, you're going to see 3 switches: low cut, auto level, and record format. On low cut, I'll always set it to off, auto level off, and of course on recording format, I usually set it to wave. That usually gives you the best audio quality for your files. And if you're wondering, the Zoom H1 is battery powered and it takes 1 AA battery. Next line of business, you want to go ahead and get your microphone inserted into your helmet. Pretty much what I do is I tuck it slightly behind my right cheek pad, and with all that 6 feet of cable you're going to get with your microphone for the giant Squid, you're going to want to tuck some of that extra wire behind your cheek pad, snap it back in together, let some of it hang down from the back of your helmet. There's some grooves in there you can run it along that makes it nice and kind of clean in the way the install is. And then you can run the end of the microphone right to your Zoom. And then you're going to have a little bit of extra cable left over. You can conveniently just wrap that around the Zoom, put it in your pocket, and you're good to go. So what I'll do when I'll start recording a video is I'll clap a couple of times. And what this does is it helps you sync up. If you're recording your audio and your video separately, it helps you sync up your audio file and your video file. That way you have them synced up. That way you're not moving your mouth and you're not talking for like half a second, or the audio is off. That's just a good way to get your audio and your video synced up. Alright, so in a nutshell, that's my entire setup. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, please leave me a message below in the comments. I will answer everything I can to the best of my ability. And guys, remember, links to all the products that I use for my setup are in the description below. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please leave a thumbs up. Please give me a subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps out the channel tremendously. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of my setup, what I could be doing better maybe. Let me know what you use for your setup that works flawlessly. Until next time, this is D-Cycle signing out saying take it sleazy. I'll see you in the next video.